Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay, thank God, it's a Friday, March 25, 2022. Ito po ang The Stock Market Today. Kung first time niyo po sa channel na ito, ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. At araw-araw ko po itong ginagawa na sinimulan ko po noong August ng 2020. Nire-report ko rin po yung latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stocks. Kung type nyo po ang content, iniimbita ko po kayo na mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review using technical analysis, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking pong ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Anything I say in this channel should not be construed as financial advice. Get well soon, Mari. Hoping for your swift recovery and complete healing. Your dad and I are praying for you. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa MONDE NISSIN na tang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, March 25, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's go to our main headlines from BDO Securities. BSP extends key rate pause, sees RRR cut soon. RRR means Reserve Requirement Ratio. No? Ito po yung sa mga bangko na for every deposit, 1 peso deposit, you have to allot a certain number of, a certain percentage of that, ano? Dati po, 17 or 18% or 18 centavos for every peso. I think binabaan na nila yon, ano? So that controls the money supply as well as the interest rates. It's an indirect way of controlling interest rates. So S&P rating says PH external position to support credit rating. This is our main news. Monde full year 21 core earnings down 5% year-on-year on higher commodity costs. Luzon and Visayas peak demand exceed pre-pandemic levels. ERC issues initial green energy auction prices. Okay, so let's now go to our main news. Dito po sa business world, MONDE NISSIN profit dips as commodity prices rise. Food and beverage company MONDE NISSIN Corp on Thursday reported 8.2 billion in core net income attributable to shareholders for 2021, down 5.4% amid inflation pressures. In the fourth quarter of last year, the decline of its attributable net income was at 6% to 1.07 billion. While we had a strong start to the year, the central challenge for us is how we deal with the global wall of commodity inflation. There is only so much that can be done through supply chain efficiencies, after which there is a mathematical inability that we will need to pass on cost increases to our consumers. So tumataas po yung kanilang cost of production, ano? And as the cost of production increases, the income margin decreases unless mag-increase sila ng presyo ng kanilang produkto. MONDE NISSIN Chief Executive Henry Soesano said in a virtual briefing. But he said all work initiated this year has set the company for growth for 2022. We will continue to innovate for upcoming launches, improve distribution in key channels, and market to drive more consumption moments for our products, Mr. Soesano added. In its unaudited financial report for 2021, the company reported consolidated revenue growth of 2% to 69.3 billion and fourth quarter growth of 1.4% to 17.8 billion due to strong sales performance. Core earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, or EBITDA, fell by 15.2% to 13.2 billion pesos amid continuing high inflation environment and brand building activities through advertising and promotion. Monde Nissin raised 48.6 billion from its market listing last year. Monde Nissin has two core businesses, Asia Pacific branded food and beverage business and the meat alternative business. Okay, ito po yung mga brands nila, no? Yung nabibili po natin sa grocery. Ito po yung instant noodles, biscuits, beverages, baked goods, and ito yung mga brands na Lucky Me, Skyflakes, Fita, Mamacita, yan po ay Monde Nissin na produkto. Okay, so let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and let's check first kung meron po tayong comments from our subscribers and tignan po natin. I think we can now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it performed today. All right, yan. The PSE gained 42.23 points or 0.60% up to end at 7124.84. But still, two of our indicators are still above our candlesticks except for one, the 20-day exponential moving average, which is at 7112.04. Yung ating index ay nasa 7124, so just a few points na lang or a few points above our 20-day exponential. Yung ating market activity naman, 84 companies declined, 93 advanced, while 52 remained unchanged. The all-share index also moved up 0.41%, and our sectoral indices, 4 out of the 6 ended in the green. The ones that ended in the red were mining and properties, while the financials, holding companies, industrials, and services were up, led by the financials at 1.27%. Yan, that's good news, huh? So, yung ating top 6 na most active, yun po ang titignan po natin ngayon. Tignan po natin si Converge, URC, SMPH, TEL, GMA7, and ICT. Sama na natin si yan. Tama, sumama si GMA7, ha? So, puro positive po tayo ngayon except for one. Instead of ICT, let's do BDO. Total number 1 naman ang financials. Let's do one financial stock. Okay, so the first stock is Converge. Si Converge ay, yan, patuloy po siyang tumataas with the EMA 50 and the EMA 20 already under the candlestick, and yung ating block indicator, the long-term 100-day exponential moving average, is just above or is just about the price of the closing price of Converge at 28.50, nasa 28.53, no? Slightly higher lang, no? Pero actually more or less pantay na po yan. Yan, which would indicate that the stock may have already turned around. So, yung pinaka-support po natin for Converge would be here at this level, ano? Dito po, nandito po yung nasa 22.45 po yung pinaka-support, while the resistance, it's actually nearing its resistance already at 31.69. Meanwhile, RSI is bullish at 59.12. And then URC, a few days ago, ang URC ay napakababa. So URC is also moving up with 3 successive green candlesticks. Then, lagyan natin ng support ito. Nandito po sa 102. And if you were able to catch URC at its lowest level at 102, then congratulations. Then the resistance nasa 127. Pero po, ang tunay na presyo o ang real price ni URC, nandito po siya sa 145 or about a 28% upside, more or less. Yan po si URC. And then, SMPH, the real estate and mall business. Okay, just moving sideways again. And yung ating exponential 20 days is just piercing through, which means on the short term, it's just moving sideways. Yung 20-day exponential would be our support, or the 50-day rather, would be our support. Nandito po siya sa 37.30, while the resistance of SM would be here at 39.65. Support and resistance po, hindi po yan exact points, but these are areas. And then TEL, yan, pataas ng pataas pa rin si TEL. And similar to the other stocks that we have reviewed, it has turned bullish since the closing price since yesterday is now under the candlestick. Support is here at 1,097, while the resistance, I would say, would be, it's nearing resistance level actually at 1,894 to 1,900. And then GMA7. Ayan, nagkaroon ng reverse hammer si GMA7, but napakalaki ng volume niya, no? Probably they're expecting, the market is expecting a bumper year, no? Dahil po hindi pa lumalabas po yung financials ni GMA7. May news ba? Wala pa. Tingin ko wala pa eh. Kasi wala pa, nag-amend pa lang siya ng VILOS. Tapos, may cash dividend siya. Okay, ang cash dividend niya, ex-date is April 20, and 1 peso 45 centavos ang kanyang cash div. Okay, 1 peso 45. Computin natin ang dividend yield, 145 divided by 1590. That would be, nako, ang ganda, 9.11, 9.12% minus the 10% tax. That's 8.2. Can you beat that? Kailan may ex-date niya? Ngayon pala yung, sorry, nalito ako. The ex-date is April 20. Pero okay siya, ha? Okay bumili, ha? Kung dividend play po ang pag-uusapan natin, ano yung amendments to the bylaws? Ano kaya itong ginawa niya dito? Nag-increase ng capital stock? Tingnan lang, silipin lang po natin. Curious lang po ako. Approve the amendments to bylaws, today's amendments to digitize certain governance processes to correct clerical errors by reinstating bylaws previously approved by the SEC to amend and update the list of officers. Please amend. Okay, sige. And then, what else? 2 hours ago, material. Baka, ano din to? Cash dividends din to. Declaration of cash dividends approved to appoint SGV independent directors, Dr. Laya and Justice Panginiban. Okay, so that's it, ano? So maganda po yung, meron po siyang volume, and I see, alam nyo, ang imagination ko po dito, reverse head and shoulders. This is one shoulder, this is the head, and this is the other shoulder. Reverse head and shoulder. Kaya ang tingin ko po dito ay bullish po yung stock. Yan po yung reverse head and shoulders ni GMA7. Yung volume po dito very promising. So yung ating pinaka-resistance po, I think this is a 52-week high. Tama nga ba? 15.62. Ito yung 15.62. 52, hindi, may mas mataas pa pala. Pero I would suppose the resistance would be here in this area, no? Yan, dito po. Sa 1590. Yun po ang pinaka resistance niya. Okay, reduce natin. 16 rather. 1590 to 16 pesos ang pinaka resistance po ni GMA7. While the support, let's take EMA 50 as our support at 14.96 to 15 pesos. Okay, very good. GMA7, finally, we have BDO. Yan, ako, just moving sideways si BDO. Okay, yung ating support ni BDO, nandito po sa area to, nasa 124. But it has since recovered from that, and yung ating 20 and 50 days are just almost merged, piercing through. Ang pinaka-resistance po, nandito po sa area to here at 138.56, and that's BDO. Okay po, yan po ang ating report sa stock market ika-25 ng Marso 2022. Ito po si Benji Chodoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli, happy weekend, stay safe, God bless, bye for now.